Hello everybody, this is Sonia and I'm in Australia, and I'm here now today to do a tutorial on how I am making my snow Christmas tree. Snow Christmas tree, well that's what my daughter said it was, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, now here it is. I hope you can see this. It's all in the shot because it's a little bit big. Now I've just got a piece of branch out of a tree from out the back, and I am wrapping it with wool. Now the wool I'm using is, just get the bag because I'm going to just show you a few things on wrapping it. I mean, it's not a difficult thing, but I just, so I've got this. It feels really, I just don't like the feel of it at all, but it's sort of nice and sparkly, if you can see that. And I thought, well, this is going to look really cool, so I'm going to do this little tree. When I say little, well, it's not that big. I suppose it's about, I've got a little bit of a ruler here, and that's got 12, probably 1.5 feet, which would be, needs me tape measure here. Oh, that's handy. On the bottom of the paint thing, that's not good. Sorry, as long as it's dry. 20 inches, which is 51 centimetres. 51 centimetres tall. So that's the one I'm doing there. I did start a coloured one because I've done an actual one that's quite a bit bigger than this. I've done one that's about 1 metre tall, but I'm doing this smaller one, and I'm wrapping it in different colours. So it was just a thing for presentation, decoration, to hang things on when I went to the markets. And this little one I thought would be nice for maybe earrings or something, but I haven't actually made any. Or tags, little tags, anything you want to put on there. So that was that one. So then I decided I'd do this thicker one now because I wanted to put some decorations on this one. Now, when I started off at the bottom, I just start off and put a bit of glue on. It doesn't really matter if it's not completely wrapped. One issue that I find is I have with it is you have to move the tree, not the ball or string. It is too hard. When I actually did the initial one that the first one I made, it's over there on the other side of the room, so I can't show you that, and it's probably way too big anyway. Took me 5 hours. It took me 5 hours to do that. I don't know, because it's nearly, like I said, 1 metre high. I don't know, so I'm going to just wrap this loosely first because I want to end off that thing, and I've got to move this other bit of tree. I'm just going to go around here and to end off that piece of wool. So I'll put a bit of glue on that. But I thought this was a really interesting thing. I've seen a lot of people make the ones just with I'd use just actual the branches, and they look good too to decorate for Christmas, but I thought now I'd like to cover it in this bit of stuff here. So there's a bit of stuff being wool, which I actually bought from a thrift shop the other day, and I've got a blue one too. And this one has got a little bit of dirt on it, but I'm going to take, not dirt, it looks a bit dirty, so I'm going to take the outside layer off that before I use it. The white one was fine. I got, I think, two of each colour or two, and it's actually called In Stringing Creative Yarn, and it's really hard to use, so I'll show you that in a minute too. But anyway, so I'm just going to show you that this is how I wrap these, and it is quite, I thought it was quite relaxing. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. The cat loves to help me with that because I was doing it out in the lounge room. There's a bit more room out there. This time I am actually using the ball of wool, as you can see, to wrap this round, but it is better if you turn the tree part itself, because that way then your string doesn't all get tangled, because it actually starts to tangled up if you're not careful and doesn't look too smashing. I hope that this is still in frame there so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, So with this one, I'm planning to do some little decorations to put on it. I will just, give you a look at a few little ideas before the tutorial is over, but I wanted to show you what and how to go about doing this. It doesn't really take that long. It doesn't matter if you can see the timber underneath. Actually, that probably adds to its, whatever. Its appeal, maybe, with some people. Some people mightn't like it. I know there's been a lot of people around that have got timber Christmas trees made out of planks of wood fastened together, and there is palm Christmas trees. There is all sorts now. You can buy ones that are paper wrapped with little lights in them as they're going up the side. They're wrapped in paper, and there's a light there, there's a light there, and a light there. There's all sorts now. I mean, it used to be the green one, and that's the only sort that I really like to have in the house anyway. Like, we got a white one year, and it just didn't seem the same to me. So we got back to the green, old-fashioned green Christmas tree, and just do the way we were brought up. I think that's very hard for us people when we learn so many things, and then they change them all on us. That's what we were raised like, so that's what I like to have. We always used to have one that was cut down, of course, but now you can't do that anymore. So they look after the trees, so I guess there's not as many about as there was when I was only young. We used to go out the road with Dad, and we'd cut down the Christmas tree and bring it home, and it's really nice, yeah. But anyway, I remembered that. It's really cool, wasn't it? Going out and getting your Christmas tree, and so exciting, Kids nowadays, oh dear, I don't know. They just don't know about things like this. It's just strange, because they get stuff all the time, kids now, and they wouldn't know it. Christmas present, if it was a Christmas present, they'd be really upset. Well, never mind. Now, if I'll skew with it around here, but as you can see, it isn't hard to do. I've only got one to go, one to wrap, but I will probably leave that, so this is not drawn out and you're, fed up with listening to me rave on and well, I hope, but anyway, I hope I'm not doing too much raving, but I just sort of wanted to show you how we wrap our little tree if we want to make this. Of course, you can do one in green too, and that would save you having to go and buy one. If some people have only got a small apartment, they don't want to or they can't afford to go and buy a big tree, all the wool or string or whatever. Some of them you can paint them, like some of them just get the pieces of timber and paint them up, and that makes it look alright too. Now, I was worried that this would slip, because sometimes when you do wrap something, excuse me, like this wool one, it's like it to slip for some reason, but this here doesn't move this stuff. It doesn't want to, it sort of stays where you put it, and so that's pretty good, it's sort of staying where I'm putting it on, and I'm not using that much glue. Well, I've used a bit, but not a big truckload of it. I'm thinking maybe my branches might look a little bit chubby, but I don't know, maybe that's more secure to hang little bits on that I want to put on it, And I'm going to actually put, I pulled the inside out of this little pot. When I say that, it had a piece of that green oasis, maybe, I think they put it in there or something, and there was a little cactus in there. So I've taken the what's the name out of there. I'm going to cover this with paper, and then I'm going to figure out what to put in there for maybe you can see this what I'm doing, what to put in there to make it sort of pretty heavy, which would probably be some little stones or something that I've got about, just to weigh it down so it won't go anywhere. But you just need to cover these with paper, and that's pretty easy. I might see how we go, and I'll show you a bit of how to do that in a second. I'm just going to put this Christmas tree to one side for a second, and I've got some bits here that I actually couldn't find all the bits that I was that I'd collected up to do this with. I bought this what do you call it? Sonya. Wind charm. okay, and on it has fairies, little angels I should say. See that? Look at that dear little angel. She's just the thing, isn't she, for one of my decorations. So I'll cut that off there. I might take it all off and redo the string, and then she'll be just the thing to put on there. I mean, it cost me 20 cents, and I thought, well, I'm going to be doing something with that. Come in handy one day, I'm sure. So that's why I got it here, and I thought, well, this is going to look really nice as a little decoration. I don't know now what I'm going to string through there. I need something that's not going to be too, maybe cotton. Maybe cotton would do, because you don't want something that's going to be too stiff or too heavy, you know. So a little piece of cotton, thread that through there. It'll be a little bit tricky, but we'll do it. I might not be able to see this very good. Again, and I'll just thread that through, and then I'm going to cut that back a bit, and I'm going to try a little knot in there, like so. And I'm hoping this isn't going to be hanging down too far. I didn't want it sort of too dangly, do we? Now, so if we bring out the tree back in, it's hooked up there. Hopefully I can put the little angel. I know she should probably go on top too, but you know, there could be a few little decorations hanging around, because you can buy tiny little Christmas balls, and then you can see you can hang your little bits and pieces on here. So I've got stars too, but I think they might be a bit big. The star might go on the top of the tree. Woo, there. Hang on. Got these silver stars, and they should look pretty cool on there. The star would go on the top of the tree. Maybe that's a little bit small for this one. I might have to make a star. Okay. And I have some beads, some red and green and white beads. Now, I bought these ages ago, so I know there's some in a box somewhere, but I'll have to fish them out. When I finish this, and I'll come back and I'll show you what I made. And if anybody else does one, I'll need, you know, just come and show me what you did. Or then there's also this thing here you can do with a piece of paper and a few circles. You can also do a nice decoration with that. Now, let me see, which piece of paper would I like? I guess I can use this nice red. No, I don't know if I want red on my tree. I might put pink on, pink balls. I'll just show you how to do a quick Christmas ball. Oops, excuse me with this noise. You need 4 circles. You can make them yourself, chop them out like this. This is a 1-inch circle thing. All you need to do is fold them in half with the piece that you want facing out in, like so. Okay, so you just fold them like that. 1, 2, 3. I was just thinking I might just cover them with all these. I had some made. Don't ask me what I did with them. Now I'm going to use still the cotton, I think, because I think the cotton's going to, or a little bit thicker cotton, and that would be over here where I can't reach it. Never mind. Got a new chair, and I'm sitting up higher, and I can actually see down on my work, and therefore it is easier to work like that. I need a piece of thread. Let me see. It's not too. I suppose the gold would look nice, wouldn't it? It shouldn't be too. Now all you got to do is get your glue and stick that bit lumpy, isn't it? Bit of glue on there like that, and you stick this one on, like so. See? Real easy, very fun. This one, you can have as many of these as you like. I suppose you could put more than 4 on if you wanted to, make a bit flash a ball, and you can make them as big as you like too. You know, you don't have to be limited to the size of it. So when you go to put this one in, I know I should probably put a couple more, but today we'll just do the 4 just to show you how. I'm going to put the piece of string in the centre of it, whatever you want to hang it up by. So therefore I'll do 2 bits, because I want to have a loop on it. And and then I've got enough glue on there so I can put that in the middle. Maybe 5 would be better, eh? Let's do another one just really quickly here. Alright, you just fold them in half and stick that in between those two there. And 5 is definitely better because, and then you've got a little Christmas ball, and you can do whatever size circle you like to do this. Put that together. And I suppose my string doesn't fit over the thing. Oh yes, he does. Look at that. See, it would have been better if he was longer. So I will work on them ideas, you know, for decorating my tree. Okay, so I hoped everybody liked that and got a bit of help or a few ideas from that, and I will come back in a second and show you what I'm doing as well. Okay, thank you for